Everyone smile. She's not a saint and she's not what you think. She's an actress. Wow. She's better known for the things that she does on the mattress. Wow. So she's gonna find stealing other people's toys on the playground will make you many friends. She should keep in mind, there is nothing I do better than revenge. To the outro, do you still feel like you know what you're doing? Cause I don't think you do. No, do you still feel like you know what you're doing? Cause I don't think you do. Let's hear the applause. Show me how much better you are. So much better, yeah? So you deserve some applause, cause you're so much better. She took him faster than you could say sabotage. Yeah. I killed that, and I killed that. Okay. You guys, in the last 5 minutes, everything has gone wrong, and it was honestly quite impressive. Am I holding this right? Yeah, right? It was honestly quite impressive on how I managed to screw up everything in my life. Honestly, if there was an award for screwing up everything, baby, I'd have an EGOT. It was crazy. First, I had to put up the whole studio myself because, and this is really fun, I procrastinated, and I really needed my dad's help, but I waited until he was asleep. So, that's on me. So I had to do all that myself. I'll tell you this. I broke a sweat. Oh yeah, also before I can... Actually, well, you'll hear about this.
Bro, never let me hold the mic again.
I had to put the whole studio up together. It was crazy. It was awful, is what it was. And I broke a sweat. I ruined my makeup. So I had to go fix that. Then, this was actually really bad. Because I was putting up the studio, I did something horrible, and I knocked over this. If you're listening on like Spotify or whatever, or Apple, you can't see what I'm talking about, but on my mic I have a little apple hanging from it with a little bookworm inside. Very, very cute. It slid off of the table and broke, and I had to glue that back together. I almost cried on that one. I almost cried because that means a lot to me. It was going to be real tears. I sat in silence for about 5 minutes, just like contemplating life. It was bad. And then, the mic didn't want to hook up. It was so amazing. Before I even get into that, again, if you're listening on audio, you're not going to know what I'm talking about, but I have a mic stand that's connected to my coffee table that sits in front of me. And, as you know, I kind of had to take the studio apart recently for, reasons. It doesn't matter, but the studio came apart and I took everything out, and so I was putting like literally everything back tonight, like 2 hours ago. That's what I was doing. And there's a screw that goes into the mic stand that I have lost. I lost it, and so now the mic will not hook up to the mic stand. It'll screw in, but it flops around. It's really bad. Cue the clip of it falling. I was scared to take a breath. Okay, you guys, this isn't gonna work. Hold on. Everyone stop. Beth will take care of that. It was really bad. So now I'm having to do another handheld moment. It's okay. It's fine. I just gotta be aware not to put it in front of my face like I was doing earlier, which is so fun. Yay. But yeah, that sucked. And, just everything. And then, oh my God, because the mic won't hook up to the stand, I'm doing it handheld. I was literally here. I was just sitting here. I had already started the episode. The cord fell out of the butt of it and disconnected everything. Beth, cue the clip. Do you still feel like you know what you're doing? Cause I watched it go. It was bad. So then I had to handle all of that. So now I have tape running up the side of my mic, and it's just uncomfortable, and I don't like it. And everything sucks all the time. Write that down. You guys, life's been kind of crazy lately, and that's no lie. You guys remember that from the it was something with Jimmy Fallon. It was for Wicked. It was Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande. They did like a song or something. All I remember is Cynthia said, "And that's no lie." I remembered that. You know, can I be honest? I never watched Wicked. I never watched it, but with the second one coming out, I think I need to watch it. But since I've waited so long, I think I definitely want to watch the second one. So I think right around when that one comes out, I'll watch the first. Can I be real? I'm not really into music. Well, I don't want to say I'm not into musicals. I've never really been there, you know? Well, I say that. I've been in musicals. Well, not really. Y'all know a story? This is completely off topic. When... Okay. Okay. When I was in middle school, as you guys know, I say this all the time, I wanted to be a singer so badly. I wanted to be a singer so bad. It was my passion. Like, singing was my passion. And now I kind of do that because I open every episode with me singing. But now we, know it's bad. Like, we know I sing horribly. So it's fine. You know, it's just for fun. But growing up, as a kid, from, the age 2 all the way to, 14. From age 2 to 14, that's 13 years, right? Right? 12 years. The way I can't do math is honestly, it's almost impressive at this point. Anyway, I wanted to be a singer for so long. So when I was in middle school, it was the only place that would let me into the school musical because no one else wanted to do it. So I bagged the part, easily had that. It was basically, made for me, right? So I was in this, I was in the school musical, and guys, we had to sing, and mind you, they made me play a boy, okay? They made me play a boy in the school play. Do you know what that does to a 13-year-old girl? I ate up that role. I can't even lie. I did so great. But it was a musical. It was a musical, and there were parts where I had to sing. Guys, I did so bad. They made my singing parts speaking parts. Oh my God, and I'm just now remembering that. Guys, I'm so untalented. It's crazy. It really is crazy. I'm so untalented. Wow, I'm not good at anything. And that really is the truth. I'm really not good at anything. Everything I go at, I really just, well, maybe that's the thing I'm good at. I'm good at being horrible at everything. Ooh! I know that's right. Ooh, there ain't no other way. Baby, I was born this way. Do you think I'm gonna wake my dad up? Do you think he's gonna be mad at me? Okay. Nothing's funny. Anyway, so back to what I was talking about. Guys, life has been crazy lately. I'll start from the beginning. What was I talking about before? I don't remember. I got my wisdom teeth out. You guys, this sucked balls. This whole thing sucked balls, okay? I had to get my wisdom teeth out. As you guys know, I've been struggling with wisdom tooth pain at the ripe age of 19. So, I had to go in and get my wisdom teeth taken out. I had all 4. So, definitely God's favorite. Anyway, so, I had to get my wisdom teeth out. It was a little bit of a crazy experience. So, honestly, I wasn't too worried about it leading up to it. But as, the day of, I went to sleep, hey, no problem. And when I woke up that next morning to go, I almost pooped my britches. I really did. I was so scared. I've never had, any kind of surgery. Well, I get my mouth worked on all the time because I go to the dentist, literally all the time, second home. But, nothing like this. The most I've ever done is, a root canal, which, oh, my God. Root canal was so bad. I woke up during that, I was, of course, they were doing the root canal. I woke up, I was like, ugh! And I almost threw up everywhere. They had to, take an alcohol swab and, put it under my nose so I wouldn't throw up. I don't know what that was about. Maybe they put me on too much nitrous. I don't know. Nitrous gang. What was I talking about? Oh, yeah. I have noticed I kind of noticed this the whole time. I'm so bad at staying on topic, exhibit A. And 2, I like constantly forget what I'm talking about because I talk so much so fast all at once. Anyway, but I was so scared to get my wisdom teeth out, guys. Like, I was so scared. This is like the biggest operation I've ever had done in my life, as far as I can know, or as far as I can know, as far as I know, in like recent memory. And I'm like up, and I'm like, I'm gonna throw up. It's bad, and I hadn't ate anything, so that obviously didn't help. And my like appointment was very late in the day. It was like at 1:45, and so I hadn't ate a single thing, and I thought I was gonna die. And you know what? I was like, God, come take me, because I couldn't do it anymore. And I nausea is so bad, you guys. What up with that? Anyway, I'm like, I had so many cotton or alcohol swabs, just sniffing them so I wouldn't throw up. I was just like, I like took a handful from our kitchen cabinet, and I was just like, so I didn't puke. That's a trick if you guys didn't know. You can take like a little alcohol swab, little alcohol pad, like cleaning pad, and if you're really nauseous, you can like smell it, and it like for a few like moments, it will help with your nausea. You gotta keep sniffing though until the nausea really subsides. Also, don't take medical advice from me. Please, God, do not. Like, genuinely, do not do anything I ever say. Thank you. Anyway, very, very nauseous. And I go in, and guys, they were so late. Like, they were so late. And I was like, what are they doing in there? Because I need these teeth gone, because I'm starving. I'm so hungry. And they took forever to get me back there, guys. It was bad. And I finally go back. My mom comes with me. And I lay on the table. Of course, I'm still, like, scared. I'm very scared. And they, like, of course, they put, like, the thing over my, like, face. They're just, like, I don't know what it was. I don't know if they were, like, blowing nitrous. Or if it was, like, some kind of, like, calming, sleepy aid thing. I don't know. I don't know what it was. I don't know the medical terms. I don't know. But they put, like, something on me. And I remember when I was little, they'd call that the elephant trunk. So I'm going with that. They put the little elephant trunk on me. And I'm like, okay, this doesn't feel too unnatural. This is what they do at the dentist when I get fillings and stuff. So I'm like, okay. And then the guy comes in to, like, put an IV in. And guys, this is where things really went south. My mom and I had already talked about this, because if you guys don't know this about me, it's not like I'm out here sharing this information all. Oh my God. Sorry, I forgot to tell you guys. I added my piggy bank. Look. It's full. It really shouldn't be up there. I already know this is a recipe for disaster. I'm going to keep going with it though. Look! It's a little ladybug piggy bank. But I already talked to my mom about this. I'm very, 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 very scared of needles. I don't like it. I really don't like it. I'm not scared of blood. I'm just scared of needles. And this is why I would never ever get a tattoo. Also, I don't really I'll say it, tattoos aren't my thing. But one reason being, I have a few reasons, but one reason being, I don't like needles. I don't like needles at all. It's a big thing for me. Oh my God, I really need to take that down. I already know this is going to be bad. This just has to come down. I'm going to hit it. It's going to break, and I'm going to cry. I get very upset when I break my little knickknacks. That makes me really sad. Anyway, so he goes to put the IV in, and my mom we had already had the discussion. She was trying to prepare me. That's what she tries to do. She tries to prepare me for when they're going to give me a shot, you know, like she'll start days before and be like, Beth, you know, in a week, they're going to give you a shot. I just want you to be prepared. I'm like, thank you, mommy. I need to be prepared. I need to be thinking about it. And I go in, and we talked about how they're not going to be able to stick me. We know this. They never can. They never can stick me in the arm. They have to go like both arms. It's bad every time. It sucks. They can't do it. And now, could it be because I'm a big girl? Yes, but my mom said that this just happens to people anyway, so I'm choosing to believe that. Anyway, they couldn't stick my arm, and if you guys can't see this, I got my wisdom teeth out a week and a half ago, and the bruise on my arm is still there. Like, it's still there, and it's pretty bad. Like, it's bad. It's really bad. They bruised up my arm so bad. Like, the doctor, he could not stick me, and I was, like, already kind of going out of it because of the thing they put over my face, but I was like, he pulls the needle out, he goes, Or I go, you couldn't get it, could you? You couldn't stick me? And he goes, I blew it out like a balloon. And apparently what that means is he blew out my vein, or something like that. I don't know. I was like, oh, perfect. Oh, perfect. This is great. And I was like, go through my hand. I'm sure that's where he was going to anyway. So he ended up having to go through my hand. I won't lie to you guys. That hurt. That hurt. Like, I was already going out of it, like, trying not to feel the pain. I think maybe what they were putting on me was something to help with pain. I don't know, you guys. Is this, like, in camera? Okay. It hurt. I remember, I went, oh! I did that. I did that. I remember that. I remember it all too well. Yeah. It was, like, that really hurt. I'm thinking about it. But, you know, he got that, so it was fine. So I got the IV through my hand. But, guys, through the arm, that hurt, too. I won't lie. There's this, okay, the best way I can describe, if you want a visual, there's this show with, what's it called? It's with Jessica Biel, who's married to Justin Timberlake. Did y'all know that? Jessica Biel. Yeah, I think it's called The Sinner. And I'll be real, I fell asleep during that show, but I do remember this part. There was a point where they were, like, sticking her with a needle. I think she was kidnapped. She was getting stuck with a needle. I think he was trying to give her an infection. I don't know. This wasn't necessarily the case for me. My doctor was just trying to give me an IV. But they kept sticking her over and over again, and like that with the same needle, like over and over and over and over again. That's what was happening with my arm. So you can just imagine the pain. It was really painful, but I'll tell you this, the hand hurt worse. I'm getting, like, quenched up thinking about it. Okay, so he got to go through the hand, have a huge bruise on my arm. That sucked. Well, I will tell you this. I was kind of out of it, and this is just, like, what my mom has told me. I remember bits and pieces, but he asked me who my favorite singer was. I was wearing a Taylor Swift shirt, so it was, like, kind of obvious. But I was like, Taylor Swift. And so he turned on Taylor Swift radio so we could listen to Taylor Swift while he was, like, taking my wisdom teeth out. I don't know. And I guess maybe to calm my nerves, which is, like, a good thing to do. But then they started playing. They played Cruel Summer, and I was like, they always start with Cruel Summer, because I've noticed that if you play Taylor Swift radio or anything, they always start with Cruel Summer. And then they played Benson Boone. And I was like, oh my God, Benson Boone. And then I started going, look, I love the guy. I do. I think he's a great person. His music's not for me. And then I started going on how he needs to get into rock. And mind you, this is all stuff that my mom has told me. This is what happened. I started talking about how Benson Boone, I think he's a great guy. I like his flips, and I think he has great vocals, but he needs to go into rock. And then from there, I was like, take CCR, for example, Creedence Clearwater Revival. He needs to kind of go that route. And I was like, and then I remembered this part. I was thinking, should I say it? And I did say it, and I went, you should play some CCR. And so that's what they ended up playing. They changed the radio to Creedence Clearwater Revival. Have you ever seen the rain? Y'all know that song? They also have Who'll Stop the Rain. Yeah. So that's what they started playing. Benson Boone. I'm not a hater. Okay? I like ya. Talk to me. Because I'll tell you this. You need to go rock, bud. But seriously, so I started talking about CCR. And then I remember laying there and thinking, should I say it? Should I say to play CCR? And apparently I did say it, and then I was out. And that's all I remember. Then I think there was, like, I'll be completely honest with you guys. I think there was a little bit of complications in getting me to go to sleep because I woke up. I woke up before surgery again, and I was like, where's my mom? Because my mom was gone. And my mom's going to cry at me saying this. Oh, because I already talked to her about it. She's like, I can't. No, I woke up. Like, they weren't working on me yet. They were just trying to get me to go to sleep. And I was out, and then I was up again. And I was like, where's my mom? And the lady, like I think the surgeon's assistant or something. I don't know who she was, but she was helping. She was like, she's gone now. And I was like, I remember thinking, oh, that's such a bummer. Because I missed my mom. Like, I'll be honest, I really wanted my mom to be there because I was so scared. But, Yeah, they made her leave. Not by choice. She didn't just leave. They made her leave. So that sucked. I just remember I woke up. I was like, "Where's my mom?" And then I was out again. And then this is what gets crazy. Then I was like truly out. Like I was out, and I started having this dream where my oral surgeon was like had me by the hand, like taking me through Paris. Which I posted a video like where I was out of it, like the wisdom tooth video. It's on my Instagram and TikTok. And I talked about how I was like having this dream. My oral surgeon was like had me by the hand taking me through Paris. It was very weird. Like going to like all these like cafes, all this stuff. And it was really, really weird. And then the last place he took me to was the surgery room. And I was like, and then I woke up during surgery. This is crazy. I woke up during the surgery and I was like, I opened my eyes and I was like, oh my God. I remember this so vividly. I opened my eyes. I was like, oh my God. And my mouth was open. I couldn't feel squat, but which was lucky, but I was awake. And then I was like, oh crap, I need to go back to sleep. So I tried to go back to sleep, and then I was back in Paris for a little bit. And then I was back in the room and I opened my eyes. And I was like, oh crap, I can't go back to sleep, can I? What's happening? And I kid you not, like the nurse, she was like, oh my God, are her eyes open? I heard her say it. And I was like, and I closed my eyes again because I was scared. I was like, oh, I've been caught. So I like tried to go back to sleep. And then I was asleep, but I was also aware. I was in a weird state there. It was very weird. But no, I woke up during surgery. Isn't that crazy? Does that happen a lot? Do people wake up during wisdom tooth removal? Can you wake up? Okay. Can you'll wake ho? Okay, girl. Can you wake up with a migraine? Can you wake up during wisdom tooth extraction? Yes. It's possible to be awake during Oh. Okay, so it's not normal. You can be awake by choice, but no. I had like actual anesthesia. Apparently it's not normal to wake up during surgery, but I swear in my life, like on everything I love, I woke up twice during surgery. It was crazy. I opened my eyes. I saw that like my the surgeon like standing over me, and I was like, oh God, this is crazy. It was bad. But so that was definitely something. And then I woke up, like surgery was over, and the nurse told me to get into the wheelchair. And I remember I raised up and I was like, wow, I can actually move pretty good. Like when Brooke had this done, she was like flopping around like a fish. I can move pretty well. And I got in the wheelchair, and then I blanked out again. And then I opened my eyes and I'm in the car. And apparently, now this I like genuinely don't remember. My mom told me that. She was like, yeah, when you got to the car, like we put you in the car, and I had parked way too close to the other car and I couldn't get on my side, and I had to climb over you to get to my side. Do you remember that? And I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. No, I don't remember that. So that was crazy. Then we go home, and I remember that. I remember going home. I remember feeling fine. I remember being like, I'm completely fine. I don't know what you're talking about. Like, I remember being like, why is everyone like so weird right now? Because I feel fine. Like, I feel fine. If you watch the video back, I wasn't fine, but like I was kind of with it. I feel like I was with it. So yeah, that was kind of my wisdom tooth experience, or wisdom teeth, girl. That was that. I'm genuinely like baffled that I woke up. Now knowing that that's not normal. Can you control what you say after? No, well. Can you control what you say after wisdom teeth removal? I could. But I'm telling you guys, I was kind of with it. I feel like I was kind of with it. Can you sue for waking up during wisdom tooth? Oh, shoot. Okay, it is coming to my attention that it is not normal to wake up during wisdom tooth removal. Wisdom teeth, girl. I had 4. Plural, baby, plural. It is not normal. But like, I'll tell you guys this too. I didn't feel anything. I was just really weirded out. It was scary, but That is crazy. I mean, I knew I woke up, but I was like, I'm sure that happens all the time. I'm looking it up right now. You guys, not normal. Not normal. Mayday. Mayday. Not normal. Okay, that's crazy. Oh my God. I'm like literally, I'm special? What is this? That's crazy. I really did wake up and it was freaky. I was like, for a second, it flashed in my mind, oh, I'm awake during surgery. It's one of those things. It's one of those things. But then I kind of like, I was like, Beth, go back to sleep. Like, I talked myself down. And then I woke up again. And I was like, shoot, I'm really awake. That was crazy. How long have I been recording? 35 minutes. Guys, I'm on the second topic. Oh my God. Okay. So, big news. I made the president's list and the dean's list. Woo! Let's hear some applause, girl. I live for the applause. Stay put, girl. Stay put. Anyway, so yeah, I made the president's list and the dean's list, and I know what you're thinking. Beth, are you literally the smartest person alive? Is Einstein jealous? Well, I've talked to him, and he is not happy. Yeah, no, I'm really happy with that. I was talking about this in the last episode. I was very, very scared at the tail end of the semester because I was like, oh shoot, I'm not going to make the president's list. I knew I'd make the dean's list because like, if I got like a B in one class, it could not take my grade past, or below a 3.5. Or if it did, that'd be crazy. But, I think I'd have to like flunk it for that to happen. But I was like, I'm not going to get lower than a B. But I really like, I said this last episode, but I've thought about it more. I think it's just like a personal goal for me. I say this all the time. I don't feel like I'm good at anything. And so my grades are very, very important to me. I thrive on academic validation. And my goal is to like make the president's list every semester. I have no pressure to do that from anyone around me. It's purely me. It's so crazy because my parents are so not those people who are like pressuring their kids to be perfect all the time. My parents are 100% the type of parent to be like, as long as you try your best. And that's how they have been my whole life. And it is beyond me, y'all, why I am so like, I have to get president's list. I don't know why, but when I started high school, like things changed. And suddenly I was like, I need to make perfect grades. I don't know. Maybe it's because my anxiety has just got worse and worse and worse. Oh my God, I have to talk about that. Oh yeah, moral of the story, I made president's list and dean's list, so that is 4 for 4, right? Yeah, that's 4 for 4. I made it 4 times. Oh my God, this is so exciting. Okay, so let's talk about some music. There's a lot of music. Oh wait, guys, do you like my shirt? Oh, do you like my shirt? Do you like my shirt? Vince Guaraldi. Is that how you say his name? I really hope that's how you say his name. He's the one who composes the music for the Peanuts. And I bought this shirt like a few weeks ago, and this is my first time wearing it. Isn't it cute as can be? I'm literally adorable. I think everyone should be in love with me. Who wants me? Hottest girl alive. Oh yeah, do you like it? I think it's cute. Anyway, so music, there's a lot of new music out right now, and it was crazy. I almost got kind of overwhelmed with how many releases there's been in the past two weeks. But I want to start off with this. Taylor Swift. She bought back her masters, guys. This is insane. I think a lot of people don't realize how significant this is. I've seen like a lot of discourse about it. They're like, why are people making a big deal about it? Like, it's not that big of a deal. Guys, it's a huge deal, and I'm going to tell you why. Think about it like this. You have a dream. Your whole life. You're working on something. You're working towards something. It's your passion. It's literally your livelihood. And this is what you do. It's your absolute passion. But it's not yours. It's not yours. Someone else's. It's someone else's, and they constantly hang it over your head. Like this. Like, oh, you want it? And they almost give it to you. Oh, and then they take it away. And it's everything you've worked for. Everything. Everything that you have done yourself, you don't own it. Imagine that. That was the situation Taylor Swift was in. And that's also the situation that most artists are in. But you have someone who is as huge as Taylor Swift, and that's the situation she's in, right? And she just now was in a position where she could buy back her masters. Scott Borchetta, I think, is the one who owned them because he was like on... He owned Big Machine Records, and that was the label she was signed to. And then he sold them to what I want to say, like Scooter Braun, something like that. My details may be fuzzy, but I'll put it like this: Public Enemies, Scott Borchetta, and Scooter Braun. Just let's go with that. Public Enemies. But yeah, and she was never given an option. Like, she was never given a chance to buy them herself. And she just now was able to. So yeah, it is a big deal. Like, everything that you have worked for your entire life is finally yours now. That's why it's a big deal. And that's why people are really, like, excited about it. And I think if you hear, like, or there was even this, like, people were talking about, why is she doing the Taylor's version stuff? That's so dumb. Like, why is she doing that? Because she was given a bad hand in, like, this whole situation. Like, her masters, her music. It's not even just her music. It's the music, the songs, the music videos, photos, movies, like, all of this stuff. Like, everything that she has done, gone. Not hers. And, so when she was, like, this bad deal happened, and all her masters were sold, and she wasn't given an opportunity to buy them herself, to own them, she decided to, because she ended up leaving Big Machine Records, and she's now signed with, I think it's Republic Records, because she switched labels, she was able to, make the decision to be like, well, if I can't own my masters, I'll just do it again, and now I can own them with the new label I'm with, and I will actually own them. So that's what Taylor's version is. And there's an interview, like, when Red Taylor's version came out, I think either that or Fearless, she was like, if Taylor's version is next to it, that means I own it. And so with the whole Taylor's version thing, where she was re-releasing albums and coming out with everything all over again, like everything, all the vault tracks, like everything, she was coming out with it, right? Re-releasing. She was doing everything again, so she had the ability to own her work. Because she wrote all of these songs. She helped produce them. Like, she was, like, the heart of everything, because she's Taylor Swift. Everyone was making money off of her, but she wasn't getting to reap the rewards of, like, her own work, because she didn't own it. I mean, like, she was making money and stuff. Like, we all know that. We're not stupid. But her name was, like, barely attached to it, because she didn't own it. So when she was re-recording her records, that was her being like, well, now I own it. And so, you had, like, Fearless Taylor's version, Red, Speak Now, 1989. Is that all she did? Yeah, I think so. And all that was left was Debut and Reputation. All before that, everything had she re-recorded. Once she owned Lover, Folklore, Evermore, Midnights, and the Tortured Poets Department. She owned all of those because she was signed with a new record label where she was given the opportunity to actually own her work. But everything before that, she had to, like, redo. And she just now was able to buy them back. So it is a big deal. It is a big deal, and it is a historical moment, because one, it does show that it's possible that you can do that. Because Taylor Swift is, like, the biggest person in the world, and she even, like, had to, like, fight to get this done. So, like, her being able to do that shows, like, yeah, it can be done, and artists need to be given the opportunity to own their work. So it is a big deal, and it shows that, like, artists are not being treated right in the music industry, because they're the ones who are making all this work, but they don't have the opportunity to own it. So it's a big deal. And I'm not going to lie to you guys, like, I cried. I cried because I'm not a singer or anything. I don't, like, write. Well, I actually do write songs, but, I don't make music. But I do write a lot. And the same thing could, like, happen to me, I'm a writer. Or I'll tell you this, the same thing almost did happen to me. When I was doing the podcast with the college, that was the deal. They were going to own the Buzz with Beth. They were going to own all of this. Like, that was the whole deal. Maybe that's why it strikes such a chord with me. When I was, like, with my university, when they wanted me to do a podcast with them and it was going to be the Buzz with Beth, they were going to own everything. They were going to have their names on it. The only way I would have my name on it was that I starred in it. Whereas, because I decided to leave, I It's all me. I own all of it. Like, yeah, that's a great way to put it. You know how I own everything with the Buzz with Beth? I own the Bethany Haven name. That's like the same thing of what Taylor Swift is doing right now. She now owns everything, and it's in her control. Just like how with the Buzz with Beth, everything is in my control. If that makes any sense to you, because I know like mine's so much smaller scale. If that's an easier pill to swallow, I just want to make it like abundantly clear. Like it is a really big deal. But yeah, you know what? Yeah, when I was with the college, they were gonna own everything. I'm so glad I left. That totally blew up in my face so bad. But guys, that's a great example of like, yeah, bad things can happen, but maybe it's for the best. Maybe it's for the best, because I could not imagine the Buzz with Beth being with the college. Like that would suck so bad. I would not own a lick of it. Because the original first episode of the Buzz with Beth is still floating out in space. They own that. But they don't own anything else. Like they wouldn't give it to me. They wouldn't do anything. It was a bad deal. And they were gonna, like, basically what happened to Taylor Swift, they were gonna do to me. And they were gonna be like produced by blah blah blah, directed by blah blah blah, written by blah blah, like what, edited by blah blah blah. I did everything. What do you mean? You pressed record? It was crazy. But yeah, maybe that's why I do feel so passionately about it. I won't lie, because I was kind of in a similar situation. But luckily, because mine was such smaller scale, and I was in like a good place where I could, make the decision to leave. Maybe that's why it's crazy. But yeah, just know it's a big deal. Anyway, more music stuff. Addison Rae just came out with a new album. You guys, so good. So good. I have to get it on vinyl. Like, I need it. I need it bad. I need it bad. It's so good. My favorite song is Times Like These. Summer Forever. Of course, Diet Pepsi. Those are my top 3. Those ones are so good. I really like Times Like These. I know you like when I wear this dress. Okay, maybe I don't know the words, but that's fine. Okay, it's fine. Anyway, but yeah, who else? Oh, Ethel Cain released a new song, Nettles. Ooh, so good, you guys. It is so good. I'm very excited for this new album. It's gonna. I know it's gonna be good. I know it's gonna be good. I mean, there isn't a question about it. Phineas is in a duo with Ash. I feel like I'm doing the weekly news. That song was pretty good. I forget. It's called The Favors, and I forgot what the song was. It was a good song though. What else? Who else released music? Sabrina Carpenter, Man-Child. Oh my god, that was so good. Man-Child. I wish I could sing. I can't. Brooke didn't care much for that song, but you know what? I like it. I will say this. I do not understand that music video at all, but I loved it. I didn't understand it. I loved it. Sometimes you just gotta think about the vibes. Sometimes it's just about the vibes. Guys, next topic. Because I'm not segueing. What do you think this is? Who do you think I am? Anyway, this is cray cray. Did the lights just flicker? Okay, it's kind of weird. Anyway. A light just went out, but I don't know what light. Now I'm scared. I don't like that. That is some sinister stuff. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Okay, well, guys, this is crazy, and I can't even. This is crazy, and you're not gonna believe me. I'm an idiot. That's basically what I'm an idiot. Brooke wants a job this summer, and she applied to like 50 different places, and I was like, crap. If Brooke's gonna get a job, now I have to get a job because she's not gonna be here if she gets a job, and who am I gonna hang out with? So I might as well get a job and make some money. What the freak? Okay, so I'm like, okay. I'm gonna audition for one audition. I'm gonna apply for one job. this is BS, okay? I'm going to apply for one job. And if I don't get this job, hey, we're calling it. So I applied to work at a makeup place, and you guys, oof, oh my God, this went so bad. This is the reason I was going to the mall, because I wanted to buy new makeup so I could look good for the interview, because I was like, if I'm going to work for a makeup place, I need to look amazing. So I went to the store and I got some House Labs foundation, and you guys, I was bamboozled. I really was, because I thought it was $39. I thought it was $39. I was wrong. I was like, I can swing $39. I mean, I don't have any money, but you know what? Shoot, I'll swing it. I get up there, it's $50. Yeah, I was poor then. I had no money. That was bad. So, whatever. Life moves on. And man, I really wanted to hate it, because I was like, it's so much money. Like, I can never buy this again. And that's the truth. Like, after this bottle is gone, I cannot buy it again. But oh my God. It is so good, you guys. It is so good. Like, life is so unfair. Why do good things not ever happen to me, okay? Man. What do you think this is? No, tell me. What do you think this is? I can't even. Okay. We got it, y'all. Okay. So, yeah, the House Labs Foundation, I can never purchase it again. But, I'm loving it while it lasts. Anyway, the interview. You guys, I'll be honest. When it came close to the interview, I was like, I don't want a job. Oh my God, I don't want a job. What am I doing? I'm insane. I don't want a job. What do you think this is? I don't want a job. But I agreed to the interview, so I have to, go for it. So I'm in there. Barbecue, I'm sorry. So I go to the interview, and mind you, I know how to dress for an interview. Very professional. I had a nice little blouse on, very cute. Little black blouse with a little white design on it. Very cute, and black slacks. Okay, and flats, which by the way, I cut the living crap out of my foot wearing those flats. Oh, yeah, I did. But I go in, okay, and man, I'm a nervous wreck, okay? I'm a nervous wreck. I was like, you know what, Beth? No nerves. Go in. You got this. So I go in. And you guys, the interviewer was so mean. What the freak? She insinuated that I wasn't dressed nice, because she's like, we kind of dress professional around here. What? And I'm dressed like a Teletubby? What is this? I don't know. It was crazy. And then she didn't, to say that she spoke, honestly, over exaggeration. She mumbled everything. And I'll be honest with you guys, couldn't hear squat. I couldn't hear anything. And so she's like, and I'm like, oh, what'd you say? And she's like, and I'm like, one more time for me, please. And she would barely speak, okay? I thought I saw something move. Oh my God. What even is this? It's 3 a.m. That's the demon hour. If you're gonna kill me, just do it. Just breathe it. She asked me to talk about myself, She was like, tell me about yourself. I heard that. So I'm telling her about myself. I'm like, well, I'm 19. I go to college. I said the college though. I go to blah, blah, blah university, and I'm studying public relations. I haven't taken any classes in it yet, but I'm looking forward to that. I'm very excited. I think it'll actually help with my podcast. I have a podcast, and I think they can really go hand in hand. In my free time, I really like to diamond paint. And I'm just talking, okay? Because she's not saying a word, okay? She's not saying a word. But suddenly when I get to the diamond painting, she goes, whoa, wait. What's diamond painting? And I'm like, oh, wow. Diamond painting is you have these little plastic beads and you stick them to an adhesive and it makes a little painting. And she's like, oh, Okay. Oh, and mind you, when I walked in there, my first impression, I goes, hi, nice to meet you. And she goes, nice to meet you too. What? I'm sorry. I know I'm young. But how dare you treat me like crap? Okay? I'm a person too. And I'm so sick of that. Okay? Look. What? It's not like I'm running for president here. It's a makeup store. What do you think this is? She treated me really bad, okay? And talking about like I'm not dressed professional. What do you mean? She treated me like I was really, really stupid, okay? And I'll tell you guys this. I'm not with that, okay? You can say that I'm a horrible person. You can say that I'm horrible, I'm mean, you can say I'm unfunny, you can say I'm ugly, but don't you start talking that I'm an idiot, okay? Because I am not stupid. Okay, like that, and you know what, actually? And also, I am funny, so don't go saying that either. I am funny. Yeah. Anyway. No, she was horrible to me throughout this whole interview. And I'm like, screw this. So I stayed. I did stay throughout the interview. But when it was over, yeah, I marched on out of there. And I was like, I'm not doing this. Mind you, I had complete confidence that I was going to get the job. I was like, this interview may have gone horribly, but of course I'm getting the job. Because the other people there, they weren't even dressed professionally, okay? I'm not just going to say it. You dress it professionally for every interview, unless it's like to be like a Teletubby. Maybe you do dress up for the occasion for that, but I don't know. I don't know why I'm referencing Teletubbies so much today. Oh, Trixie Mattel just did a collab. Okay, yes. Okay. Now that we got that taken care of. No, yeah. I had complete faith that I was gonna get the job, and I text Maria, and I was like, this is another thing. Maria was the one who told me about the job, and I was like, Maria, the interview went really bad. The lady was mean. And she goes, let's give her a name. Let's give the lady a name. Was it Josephine? She said that. And I was like, it was Josephine! She knew off the bat. But no, yeah. This lady was horrible, right? But I had complete faith that I was going to get the job because I was like, I'm smart. I know a lot about makeup. And I'm really nice. What more do you want? And I'm dressed professionally, like I'm dressed nice. Even though she didn't think so. Screw you, lady. Anyway. She goes, at the very end of the interview, she goes, you won't hear for 24 hours. Guys, it hadn't even been 8 hours. They sent me an email. Yeah, so we decided to go with someone else. Someone else? I didn't even want the job. I didn't even want it, okay? But yeah, no, that sucked. And you know what, guys? And the crazy thing is, I didn't want a job. I didn't need a job. Why was I angry? It's not even that, like, I wanted to work there, right? Because I didn't. The lady was mean, and I was over it. But I deserved it. I deserved that job. I'm awesome. Say what you want about me. I'm awesome. No, it was crazy. Hey, you guys. Editing Beth here. I forgot to tell you guys this part, but during the interview, the first question she asked, she started out with this. I was like, whoa, that's a crazy one to start out with. Like, that's really a lot about my character. She was like, what's a time you went above and beyond to help someone else? First thought, I don't do that sort of thing, so I don't know. I was like, when have I helped somebody? I'm like, I know I'm a good person, but I'm blanking. Oh, and I made up a story. Guys, I lied through my teeth. I made up a story. I was like, when I was in my freshman year of college, I had a friend who was going through a really, really rough time, and we had a project together. So, during this time, I ended up having to do the project myself, and I gave them a grace period, to work on their stuff because they were going through such a rough time, and we've spoken about it a lot since, and they go to a different school now, but we're very close still, and they're very appreciative of that time. Hey, that didn't happen. And honestly, I don't even feel like that's a good example. That didn't happen. I made that up on the spot. This is true, though. I took a video production class my freshman year of college, and I did complete everything myself because my group members sucked. So, that's true. But no, I did lie through my teeth. But she wouldn't have known that, so why didn't I get the job? Okay, last topic, you guys. Last topic. It's June. It's June. Happy Pride Month, you guys. And it's also my birthday month. It's also my birthday month. And you guys, this is Did my laptop just die? Did we get that? Okay. Oh. My laptop died. Now I'm having to get all the audio from my phone. You guys, it's June. I turned 20 this month. And I'm just going to be honest with y'all. Nothing is funny about that. There ain't nothing funny about that. Okay? 20. I've never really even been, upset with getting older. It's fine. But 20 is a big one. 20 is a big one. And I'm scared. Oh, my God. But I will say this. Every year just gets worse. Every year just gets worse. Every year just gets worse. And 19 was by far the worst. So I already know 20 is gonna suck balls. I already know. 20 is gonna suck. 20 is gonna suck. 20 is gonna suck. But I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna be 20 and I'm gonna do it looking really sexy because I'll tell you this face card has never once declined. Me when I lie. Anyway, that is the end of this episode, you guys. I love y'all so much. I love y'all down. And I hope you know that. I love you guys so much. Honestly, let me take a moment because I just hit 2,000 subscribers on here. And I think it's 2,070, I think. And you guys, this time last year, I hadn't even hit 500 yet. I just want to say I love you guys so much. I truly do, and I do not take your support for granted for 1 second. I love you guys so much, and I couldn't do this without your support because being hated would get the best of me. But I do appreciate you, and I love you so much, and thank you for watching me and put all my clips on social media, everything I do. Thank you for paying attention and watching because it really does mean a lot to me. And I say this all the time, but I grew up with literally no friends, and I thought everyone hated me. Genuinely, I thought everyone hated me, and it made me really hate myself. And now I feel like I finally have friends in you guys, and I know I don't know all of you, and it's really basically, I guess it's kind of one-sided because you really know me, but I really don't know you guys, but I do feel like we're friends, and I truthfully love you guys so much. Meow. 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 Bye. Hey, you guys. So I just want to say one last thing. As I was saying before, it is June now. So my birthday is this month, and I want to start celebrating now. So for my birthday, this is what I want. I feel like now, more than ever, it is so important to show the people around you, and just even strangers, that there's still kindness in the world, and just being nice to people and showing love. I think there's so much negativity in the world right now, and it is blatantly apparent. It's everywhere. You can just go on TikTok and scroll through the comments, and everyone's a hater no matter what. And I think it's so important to show people that you support them, that you love them, and being kind. I see all the time. I go on social media, and there's all kinds of people that, and they're not being accepted by their family or their friends, and it's a whole mess. So, and I don't like to see that, and, everything I do, the space that I've created has never, ever, ever been a place of negativity, and I don't accept hate of any kind. Everyone is welcome here, and that's what I've always wanted. But I want to go both ways. I want the people who watch this to, you know, what's the phrase? Walk the walk, right? So I think that's what I want for my birthday. Be kind to strangers. Be nice. Show your support. Just being a person that people can come to for kindness. That's what I want for my birthday more than anything. I love you guys.